Greetings, everyone. I'm Bart, the Success Educator. So, grab yourself a cup of coffee or a cocktail, and let's get started. This is Hump Day Hangover. Today's session, we're going to talk about practicing gratitude. And as you can tell from my hoodie, it reads, "Success occurs when your dreams become bigger than your excuses." And so how does that happen? Well, the most powerful way to make it happen is through gratitude. And this series is based on my book, My Moment to Succeed, my best-selling book, that is available out on Amazon.com and out on eBay.com. And really what we're talking about today is how to practice gratitude. Now, gratitude is more than just counting your blessings. There's more to gratitude than blessings or recognizing positive thoughts and positive things that happen in your life. You see, gratitude is complete and without bias. Again, gratitude is complete and without bias. It's more than just saying your prayers and giving thanks. Gratitude is like breathing air. Your body requires it, and your soul needs it. So I want you to start today to become grateful for everything in your life. I want you to become grateful for the negatives, the challenges, the things that make you uncomfortable. One thing that we know from athletes and people who exercise regularly is that strength comes through resistance. And that's true in life too. So be grateful for the tough times, because that's how you learn, that's how you grow, and that's how you mature. And when you start to become grateful for the tough times, you begin to find opportunities inside of obstacles. And within every obstacle, there lies an opportunity. Once you start considering something and really adopting something in your life, and that is the philosophy that you may not be responsible for everything that happens in your life, but you are indeed accountable for how you react to it. I'll give you an example. Let's say that you were unfortunate enough to be in a car accident, and maybe someone rear-ended you, maybe someone ran a stop sign or a stoplight, and you were involved in this accident. How did you react to it? Did you get out and were you pissed off and were you cussing out the other person? Or was your first thought about, was everyone okay? And did you realize that whatever damage was done can be repaired or be replaced? When you adopt that attitude, then you start to see things happen in your life. The same thing is true at work. Let's say you got blamed for something you didn't do. Did you get totally pissed off again and walk out and swear you never work with that person again? Or did you take a step back and say, wait a minute, let's figure out really what happened here? And when you do that, maybe one of the things you figure out is that you may not be in the right place. And if you're not in the right place, then it's up to you to start making those changes. And again, it's how you react to a situation. Because you see, how one reacts to a situation is what separates successful people from people who see themselves as victims. Again, how you react to a situation is what separates successful people from those who see themselves as victims. If you see yourself as a victim and you have adopted a victim mentality, you will always be a victim. It's not until you start to separate yourself from those events and teach yourself how to react in a more positive, more influential way that you will no longer see yourself as a victim. When you become grateful for the negatives in your life and the hard times in your life, that is when you begin to genuinely count your wins. And last week we talked about counting wins. I want you to begin to see your wins in your life differently. And when you do that, that is when you start to open up to unlimited possibilities. And how do you do that? You do it by beginning to practice gratitude, because practicing gratitude gets you off and keeps you off dead center. Be grateful for the journey that you're on. It's the journey, not the destination, that gives us the most reward. And when you're grateful for that journey, you begin to open up and welcome what lies ahead. Because see, when you begin to practice gratitude, you begin to counter negative thoughts with positive thoughts. And whatever happened in the past stays in the past where it belongs. And you recognize that there's more positives in your life. And you start to give gratitude for things that maybe you have never previously given credit for. When was the last time you were grateful for the warm shower you took, or the bowl of cereal you ate for breakfast, or the bed you slept in, or the air you breathe, or the people that surround you? It's not until you don't have those things that you realize how valuable and important those things are. I want you to also apply the theory that there's no such thing as a mistake as long as you learn from it. Because when you learn from your mistakes, that is when it becomes a learning experience. And that is when you're giving gratitude for the tough times and the things that really are complicated. Think back to middle school math. In middle school math, you learned that 2 negatives make a positive. Well, the same is somewhat true in life. For every negative that you encounter, there are positive results. Again, every negative that you encounter has the potential to return positive results. When you count your wins, make sure you include the negatives you've encountered. So think back to your past. Are there any negatives that you've not allowed yourself to get past? And if there are, ask yourself, first of all, how important was that event? Is it today? Can you even remember the details surrounding the event? How long ago did it occur? And if the result of that event had been by your design, how would it affect you today? I want you to really start thinking about where you are today, the things you're grateful for, and the things that are happening in your life. Now, just recently, I visited a locally owned bookstore. I love independent bookstores. Many of them have my book. Again, you can get it out on eBay and Amazon. But I found a plaque in there that I purchased, and I want to share it with you. And it reads, "Each new day is a chance to write a new story." Each new day is a chance to write a new story. Be thankful not only for the new day, but for the opportunity to write a new story and start writing that new story today. My Bardism for the week is interrupt anxiety with gratitude. Again, I'll personalize and sign my book and ship it to you free of charge if you buy it on Amazon or eBay. So get out there and take hold of it. Also, hit that subscribe button below. Follow me on social media. Look me up at successeducator.com. I am Bart, the Success Educator. Have an amazing rest of the week. Ciao.